in the sale of food. What is it? He is a very famous person in this. And he ate it. Can you believe it? He ate the whole thing. Then he wrote a letter, copied everybody, like the mayor and stuff. Yeah.
Prasadam.
I'm sorry.
Kirtan is always a call and response. So we chant first the top mantra. So we chant the Shri Krishna Chaitanya. We chant the Shri Shivasati Guru Bhakti. Then the group chants it. Then we go back and forth like that for a while. And then we transition to the Maha mantra.
Which is the natural life.
Jaya Shri
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Rakshat Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Goswami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nitkam Shanta Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga ki
Jai.
All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the worldwide devotees. Sama Bhakti Veda Vrinda ki
Jai.
Jai Navadip Dham ki jai,
Jai.
Nishapali Dham ki jai, Mayapur Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Dhur ki jai, Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai ki jai, Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Giri Govardhan, Bhupi Govardhan Dham ki jai, Shyam Kund Radha Kund ki jai, Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Vrinda Devi ki jai, Jai Harinam Sankirtan Bhakti ki jai, Scientific Sankirtan Bhakti ki jai, Princeton Bhakti Vedanta Institute ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Institute ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Bhakti ki jai, Shri Krishna Janmashtami Mahotsava ki jai, Nitai Gaurakan
Haribo.
And to yourself.
Krishna Keshav Das Prabhu ki Jai. Hare
Nice to
Krishna.
see you.
Nice to see you.
How are you doing?
Huh?
How are you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. Sorry I couldn't attend last couple of months.
I met your father last month.
Yeah. Yeah. They came, right? Yeah.
Yes.
My wife.
Parents and
Yeah, my father, my in-laws.
how do you like it? You're walking on the
Yeah. Hello, how are you? Good. Good to see you.
Very nice to see you also. So you've been busy.
Huh?
You have been busy.
Yeah, the thing, yeah. My son, he plays cricket.
Okay, yes.
He has the tournament, so I should take him to the tournament. So last two times the same thing happened, I guess. And there is a tournament again, but luckily it's next weekend.
Okay.
You know, and this happened on the last Sunday. I was like looking at calendar, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it.
These things happen on the weekends.
Yeah,
How is
it's
he
long
doing?
weekend, especially Labor Day weekend coming.
How is he doing in the
He's doing good. He likes it. So we go to Atlanta now. We go to Virginia, wherever the tournaments are.
Whatever interest it is, it's great that they have interest. Whatever game, whatever it is, it's great. Yeah, it's good.
Yes. So I was like, I guess you guys should go.
Very nice to have you.
My family was here. My sister-in-law, they went to India.
Okay.
Like they came like in May, right? I remember I had a big crowd.
Yes.
Two of the sister-in-law and their kids. Everybody went back. The school starts there in June. So we have a vacation program, but in India the school starts in June.
It's interesting how one of my colleagues, one of my so she also just recently went back to visit a particular mother from Norway. So she went back from there back to she's there right now.
Yeah?
So she's working, but she's also visiting with the family. It's very nice.
Yeah. You work for Bank of America?
Yes.
Where is it? Pennington office?
I work at home.
Oh, remote. Very good.
Yeah, I'm a contractor. I work at company.
Gotcha.
I used to work on the Princeton.
Pennington
I
office?
first started years ago. Reading
Yeah,
some
I
hard
used to
Kirtan.
Yeah.
If it's okay, let's get back to work from home gig, which is what I'm saying.
Yeah, much nicer, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Hello. Namaste, Hare Krishna. If you want to have some food,
No, I'm good, thank you.
no problem.
Thanks.
There's no reason for me to leave. When I first started, there was no reason for me to leave. My team is all over the place.
Oh yeah?
Some are in New Jersey, some in Boston, some
Yeah, nowadays that's the
some are
thing, right?
in Charlotte.
Global bag, globally spread.
There's nothing for a reason.
Yeah.
Whenever you have to go, it's no problem. We'll just start reading from it. So we have this. We do a quarterly newsletter that we send out, and it has some devotional readings on there. So we just read from there. So the second this program that we do here has two aspects. We distribute the vegetarian meals to anyone who comes, and then for whoever likes to stay, we also do this mantra meditation, and we read something from the Vedic philosophies. So it's something which is not a sectarian thing. So it's not like it's not like
you're in favor of peace, obviously.
peace and respect for everybody.
Modi, the president of India, is making all the news reports are that he's authoritarian and the place everybody's boring.
No, we're just the Vedic philosophy is very universal and peaceful, respectful of everybody.
This is last Sunday of every month, so we try to be here. I coming up like I missed the last 2 months. So Krishna Das Prabhu sent me a text as well. The words tomorrow. So I remembered it and I was like, thank you for reminding. Yeah. Luckily, next weekend I have to go again to Virginia.
Okay.
Because Labor Day weekend, the tournaments are usually on the long weekend.
Okay.
4th of July, Labor Day. So luckily this Sunday happened to be not falling on that.
Good, nice.
Weekend. So I was like, yeah, I can go.
Wonderful. Yeah, we love every time you come, Prabhu. We love having your association.
Yeah, we love your association. It's great to be with the devotees, with your father.
Definitely.
Your mom, she's not here today. She's not here. She had a baby shower. Baby shower to go to. Yeah.
Yes. She'll be back next month.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes. And my father did the puja today.
Oh yeah.
He offered the incense. Yes. Very nice.
Yeah, you need help to put up the tent, right?
So Soba and her husband Prasad. I didn't know your name was Prasad. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Soba and Prasad helped. They were very nice. I didn't know you were coming actually, and I knew we were one person short. Normally, my mother helps me set up the tent, so I thought I'd have to set it up alone. And then, by Krishna's grace, they sent a message. They were here already. I was not expecting that. It was Krishna's mercy.
Yes. Not Krishna.
Definitely.
Definitely. Make things happen.
Definitely. So I was explaining, we send out this Shri Mahanet once every 3 months, just like a 9-page newsletter about some devotional philosophy and also just the programs that we've been doing in the last 3 months, describing them. So when I'm going to read now is just some of the the Harikatha, the philosophy from the Shri Mahanet. And so today is our informal celebration of Janmashtami. Krishna's appearance day is on Wednesday, and so Thursday is our official celebration, but today is our unofficial celebration.
I guess these meals don't have to be refrigerated.
What's that? No, they're fresh. They were just prepared just like an hour ago, and they all get distributed within the 2 hours that we're here.
Maybe I could take one home for tomorrow.
Sure. You can get one.
Nope. Very good. Prabhu, if you Prasadam.
Please.
I love this Prasadam always, Just to tell you the truth, I also come for Prasadam because it tastes so good.
Jai.
There's no lying. So tasteful. Very sweet.
आप भी ले लो खा लिया
Is this in English?
I'll be speaking in English. Yes.
Oh.
आप बनाएंगे ठीक है
Appa? Anna? इधर बसते हैं? Mother, you like the taste?
Hmm? Oh, it's very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah. I come every last Sunday of the month to eat prasadam. It's really, I like the taste.
This is very good.
Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised there's not a spoon to get that.
We normally have spoons. We don't have them today. But normally the trick is to like mix the rice with it so it absorbs it, and then.
Yeah.
But
I've always
we
been a
normally have
separatist
spoons.
when it comes to rice and any kind of butter or anything. That's strange.
No,
Yeah.
download. Yes, of course. Hare Krishna. Hopefully, we'll see you on Thursday. Bye.
You can text me where you are at the Princeton University.
Definitely.
What
So
time would that be?
that will also be around 1 o'clock, maybe a little earlier, but I'll send a message. We always go to. Do you know where the chapel is? Right in front of the chapel. It's also behind their library. There's like one central area which is surrounded by the chapel, the library, and Murray Dodge Hall. It's the center of that.
Okay. I'll be in office, but I'll try and make it.
Sure.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Okay, Prasad Prabhu. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mata. Started this moment like 1966 in West Virginia. I've been to West Virginia, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Just recently, like 2 weeks back, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah. A beautiful temple.
Hmm.
It's really beautiful out there. Just we were there for 3 days.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Different feeling over there.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been there?
To West Virginia? No.
No?
No.
You should go.
Well, the main thing
Oh
is
my
where
God.
the service is. So I have my service with Gurudev. That's the important thing.
Yeah, true, true. But I mean, when you get chance, you should visit it. It's really, really good.
Hmm.
And Prabhupada's, there is a palace of gold.
Yes.
It's
My Gurudev
beautiful.
was there when it was before he was even built.
Yeah.
He was doing service there. There's one picture of him and Prabhupada. Prabhupada speaking to him there.
While building the palace of gold and the temple around, right?
Before it was there, they just had a little goshaw, you know.
Goshaman, yeah.
Goshaw was like a cow protection.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Vedic philosophy, cows are seen as a very sweet and noble animal. And there's a lot of effort into cow protection because in Western culture, there's a little bit the opposite.
Just the opposite.
So
Yeah, I've studied that a bit. In India, they're so useful, the cows. They're just very kind.
they're very
In
kind.
that they give milk. They have
Yes.
so many purposes. I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
One interesting thing about the cows is, please.
You know what the ecologists are saying?
Hmm?
The ecologists say
Yeah.
that the methane
The
gas that
methane,
they emit is going to kill everybody.
They
It's
say,
worse than
Yeah.
automobile exhaust.
but they have to use it as fertilizer. Then it won't. When you use it as fertilizer, the ground becomes enriched. But
Who knows what to believe? There's so many contradictory ideas.
yes,
You know?
I wish this was working. This what I'm supposed to read is not loading properly.
I have, I'm absolute. I don't feel confused about my dislike of these devices. I really dislike those devices.
I wish it was working. Okay. Let's go somewhere else. But the cows, when they are happy, some people think they only give enough milk for the offspring and that's it, you know. But actually, when the cows are happy, and people who have the goshals, they observe this on a regular basis, the milk flows from them just as an expression of bliss. Like they'll be sleeping and the milk will be leaking on the ground and flowing. So they produce much more than is needed for the
I
calf.
absolutely believe that. I found out there are certain trees.
Yes.
I was reading about the cooperative aspects in nature. There are certain trees, and individually, the circumstances will be perfect for them to blossom, right?
Mm.
And yet somehow they make a decision altogether to blossom all at once.
You're right.
Which shows that there's a communication, all right.
Imagine that, right?
Yeah, they're finding out these things
They
that
have
we should have known forever.
The nature, right? I
Mhm.
mean,
the intelligence
so
all over nature.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons that a lot of people have become dissatisfied with the materialistic approach to science. Not science itself, science is important,
Absolutely.
but the materialistic approach to science, which tells us that there is no purpose, consciousness is an illusion,
Yeah.
and life and consciousness ultimately reduced to matter. That whole idea is, basically on the way out because, like you're saying, scientists are recognizing the trees themselves are making decisions. Decision making means cognition. Group cooperation means cognition. There's something, right? There's something subtle, something more than just matter. Matter means an accumulation of stuff. That doesn't produce the capacity to make a decision. That just produces some external form. So these kind of, the observation that all life is cognitive, even on a cellular level. The cellular biologists, right? They also observe cells making decisions.
Yeah.
Even like it's amazing some of the microscopy that's out there of cells and how you watch them. Okay, I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to eat that. Or when I encounter a problem which I had never encountered before, I can come up with a novel solution to it. You watch the cells get injured and then use a part of their membrane that isn't supposed to be used for what they're using it for to heal themselves, and they're using it to heal themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like they're making decisions, So cellular cognition, plant cognition, of course, animal cognition, these are all the evidences for making science leave the materialistic ideology and embrace something that's more purposeful. And it's a
My
big
father was
revolution.
a physicist, and
Yes.
he was studying in Princeton at the same time as Einstein.
Okay.
And at first I thought,
wow.
well, I had always thought he had a PhD, and I was worried about that. Did Mom get it wrong? And I read that, it is, among the physicists,
Yeah.
they would say, if you practice physics, if you know physics, then basically you have your PhD. And he told my mother, he said, only the greater scientists, the better scientists, the greater scientists and the better scientists all believed in God.
Yeah, they did.
And he said that way back. I was born in '53. He passed away in '58. So that was a long time.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
I mean, if you look at all the fathers of modern science, Newton, even Descartes, Francis Bacon. I don't know about Francis Bacon so much, but definitely Descartes, definitely Newton. They were theists, and their idea was that science was their way of worshiping God by seeing the intelligence and the genius of the rationality of nature. They saw that as evidence of God's existence, because how can there be something organized that's working in a systematic way that wasn't
Not man-made.
there has to be an organizer behind something that's organized. Never do we see something that's a random conglomerate.
Yeah.
I mean,
you've got the chaos theory, and it's interesting that Einstein devoted his last days to a very, very noble, I think, and strenuous effort to disprove it, because he said God didn't play dice,
Today it plays a big role, though. They like, right, the idea of complexity. Chaos theory is playing, right?
Chaos theory.
It's like the butterfly effect.
I'm no expert, but basically, it's a theory that these particles that Einstein thought followed certain rules, and Einstein was looking for a unified field theory.
Okay.
They don't think there's any sort of unified field theory, but these are like rogue particles or rogue processes, and he didn't like that idea.
God doesn't play dice. They said, they have this quote, Einstein, I think Einstein himself said, my God is the God of Spinoza, right? And Spinoza, of course, Spinoza thought that God and nature were synonymous, pantheism. But another perspective is that Spinoza saw God as causa sui, means self-caused. So, and this is an idea that also finds in Veda, in I think it's Brahma Samhita. They call Govinda as Sarva Karana Karanam.
Earthy woman and say, wipe around your mouth.
Oh yeah.
You have a little spot. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Did I get it?
Women who nope. If I were my grandma would lick it and she would just get it.
Got it?
Right, the orange spot. The orange spot.
Little bit,
Yeah.
Thank you for
And
telling me.
that's
I
now
see
you
it. It's on the
discover.
napkin. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. But so sarva karna karna in Veda means the cause of all causes. In Latin, is causa sui. It's what Spinoza said God was, the self-caused. That
Primum mobile.
prima mobile is another way to say it.
Well, these guys were kind of strange. And in the Middle Ages, the early Christians made a strange map of what they thought was the universe and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a series of spheres, encased like kind of like a Kachinka doll, a series of spheres, and the final sphere was the primum mobile, and it never changed, but it was the unchangeable cause of the movement of all the others.
Okay.
Kind of a peculiar geographic version of
Like
what you're talking about.
like the prime mover. It sounds like Aristotle's prime mover.
The primum mobile.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that in connection with medieval art, which is so beautiful.
Okay.
And their devotion and their love of God caused a lot of these people to do beautiful, beautiful things.
Sure. That's the source of most of the beauty in this world is love of an expression of love of God.
I'm drawing a dog. I draw all these things. I drew a beautiful rabbit. I can show you my rabbit. My dog is in process.
Okay.
And I think the eye is the most important. I've got that in, but I've color it in. And I was reading about dogs because I got the picture from a book about dogs. I read about the things that they fear. It's same things I've feared as a child. And you overcome it, but the very same kind of stimuli, strangers, men, voices, and there's big animals, children who are rambunctious because little animals that's a bit awful, and all this heights. I mean, it's just I could show you the list. It's just all the stuff that gave me novelty. I mean, it's everything you have to get your kid through so that your kid will sleep well. We're all mammals and we have so much in common. And I think it's interesting that.
But the thing about dogs is they're not. A lot of philosophers also hold this, that the thing that distinguishes humans from animals is reason.
No.
And well, a dog, I mean, they have evidence that a dog, every time you leave the house, they think you're gone forever. And
I read this, yes, but it's not true because one guy said, I saw how the dog, anticipating the return of a loved one, ran up the stairs. We could see out the window and see when this person was coming back. It's called the object impermanence or something.
Object impermanence, yes.
And they used to, and then the other horrible thing I read in an account of the American Indians. An American Indian wrote about the American Indians way back when had 70% have 70% of their words, their pronouns indicated life and sexuality. It's like he, she, so on. Whereas we only have 10%. Everything was it from our children to any animal. It. Which it's a word that connotes not non-life.
Non-life, yes.
It's a bit disturbing.
Yes, but still, I mean, the human has the capacity. Some philosophers call it second nature, right? Where they have the capacity to reflect on why they're here, or at least inquire about that. And that's what produces art, religion, philosophy, science, government. In animals, I mean, you have collectives and collective intelligences, but you don't see a self-expression that you see in human beings.
Yeah, so human beings can tire themselves out, I think, the memories and the worries and all these things. And then they make the classic error, because human beings make many classic errors, and one of them is, and I've made it, I know a lot of women have. You look at the animals, and what bliss, they look so happy all the time. They don't have a sense of future or past, but they have fleas. They don't have a lot of control over their lives, and these human capacities, if kept in check and used appropriately, wouldn't afflict us, I don't think, in that.
What's your background, ma'am? You seem very educated.
I have, well, in terms of a degree, I have one in English literature. Okay. I mean, it was a bachelor's. And I, like a lot of people, I'm curious, and I've done a lot of reading.
Sure.
And now I draw.
Okay. Yeah. Do you go to the art center over there? Not so much.
It's kind of funny. Drawing for me, has to be done in peace and solitude. You can see a huge difference.
Yeah.
One time I tried to take a course. I guess I was looking for sociability, but I shouldn't have been in this venue because everybody was drawing hydrangeas. And in this group, my hydrangea was awful. And I'm capable of doing good work. And it was just the presence of the other people was too distracting.
Do you like hydrangeas?
Hydrangeas? Well, I guess sort of.
I bet you I can show you a hydrangea that you've never seen before. And I lived with my Gurudev, and in his garden, there's this inconceivably beautiful hydrangea tree that has the thinnest little trunk, and the trunk only comes up to here. And then the flowers explode in like this inconceivable way. I'll show it to you.
Hello.
Let's see. This is delicious.
You doing okay? How are you?
Delicious.
Good. Yeah.
And peaceful. You know.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up. Yeah. It's okay.
There's a free dinner every Wednesday night in Princeton, downtown Princeton, but it's chaotic.
Where is that?
The Methodist Church.
The Methodist Church. Every Wednesday night. Here.
It's beautiful. It had to have been pruned like a topiary, true?
Every year we cut it back.
That's near your house?
This is Maharaj's front yard. Yes, this is
blooming so nice.
I never.
Full of.
Well, this was. Now it's.
Yeah,
it's died down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this hydrangea, I never saw anything like it. I don't know. Most hydrangeas are like very small, or they kind of droop. But this somehow keeps, at least for a while, it keeps very firm shape. It's very full of life.
Yeah, with the load, they start to
dip.
Dip, right? Yeah, I have one at my parking area. Yeah, with the heavy, when it blooms fully, it just try to dip down. Yeah, that one is like standing firm. It's so many flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very big. I don't know how it happens. Okay. We still have, let me count how many meals we have. Got to distribute. How many on this? Whether we get 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8, 12.
Oh yeah, thank you. I know where that would go.
Oh, good. It was working. Yeah. So these are for Asha, and then we just still have to distribute these. So you have the key, or
You wanted one for tomorrow, right?
Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Yes, this one I got for you.
Oh, okay. Thanks very much.
Of course. I mean, these can definitely be refrigerated. You can. No, yeah.
Or not refrigerated.
Yeah.
Or not refrigerated.
I'm saying they can be if you want to take them for a few days. When you take them home, you can refrigerate them. Yeah. I'm going to distribute these in the back corridor there. Okay. So if you're able to start breaking down while I'm while I go. Yeah, of course. Hare Krishna. We're here at the Princeton YMCA, finishing our Prasad distribution today, and remembering that Sri Janmashtami is coming this week, and we'll finish a Prasad distribution at the university. Hare Krishna. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.